Boom, 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 boom.
How dare you go around and boom, boom, booming.
Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
That's a good song. Let me find my thingy Mahooza. It was in the drafts. Boom, boom, boom.
Now you're doing it.
Yeah, but I didn't say I want you in my room.
But you weren't complaining about that. You were complaining about me saying boom.
Hey, why you got Blue Beetle up?
Because that's a new commission I was supposed to do before the person who wanted to do, and who commissioned Jervis came back. So I try I have such a hard time starting out. So I had to first put up references and that makes it a bit easier to start.
Yes.
I need to wait. These sort of things it just takes several steps and then I have to wait days between each step and I hate it. Anyway, still got that. Start it up because I don't want to save it. No, I still have this, which is super old. Okay.
13. Snark live stream video mark friendship. Okay, have that link out. Oh, I should probably give that to you. Copy video URL so I can. I'm gonna send it to you over Discord. That seems like it's easier.
Good.
So I can. I'm gonna send it to you over Discord. That seems like it's easier.
See how that sounds.
Maybe do a quick testing 1, 2 testing, or hey everybody, I'm such a clown.
Why? Hello. See how that sounds.
Dawned on me it's gonna be doing an inward looping thing for a bit. Or hey everybody, I'm such a clown. I'm too loud.
Yeah. Or more honestly, I don't think you're too loud as much as I'm too silent. I'm not loud enough.
Testing 1, 2, and then I need you to talk. Dawned on me it's gonna be doing an inward looping thing for a bit.
Mm.
Hey everybody, I'm such a clown. I'm too loud.
Yeah. Or more honestly, I don't think you're too loud as much as I'm too silent. I'm not loud enough. Okay, let's see.
Testing 1, 2, and then
I think you can go down, take me down a little bit.
Down to me, it's gonna be doing an inward looping thing for a bit.
Okay.
Let me you down a bit so that you're just a little bit more higher than me.
Yeah.
And then there's that doobie.
Seem to be. God, it's hard because I can't actually tell which. When I was listening, I can't always tell what's you and what's you currently and what's you then, or what's like I can't tell which is like which.
Closing. Well, not closing. I'm putting down stuff so that once it gets to my background on my screen, then it'll pretty much the loop will be over.
Okay. It's hard because I can't actually tell which. When I was listening, I can't always tell what's you and what's you currently and what's you then, or what's like I can't tell which is like which.
Closing. Well, not closing. I'm putting down stuff so that once it gets to my background on my screen, then it'll pretty much the loop will be over.
It's hard because I can't actually tell which. When I was listening, I can't always. Okay, yeah, that seems good. That sounded right. Like we were about the same level.
Cool, goo goo, ka-choo, ka-chow.
Oh. I like that you got my little picture there and on the order.
Don't look at my background. That's my private space.
I'm looking at the desk. I'm looking at the stuff in front of the background.
Don't look at that either. You don't get to look at what icons I have on there.
What, like me?
Maybe.
Anyway, I'm gonna go to Photoshop and see how that sounds. Let's hope that the fan doesn't go fucking crazy.
You should also probably reblog the link to the stream.
Oh yeah.
Over on the Tumbly Blues.
Yeah. Let me go to your blog and reblog it. Yeah.
Ew, going to my blog.
That's where it is.
Ew, going to MySpace.
MySpace? Nobody goes to MySpace anymore.
You don't know. There could be people role-playing over there still to this day.
Some say they're still role-playing there to this very day.
Sometimes I swear I can still see their reblogs.
If you listen closely, you can hear them go roar.
No, not the roar.
Asterix roar, Asterix.
Sometimes, when the night is particularly silent, you'll even hear a rafflecopter. Swish, swish, swish. Also just took pain meds. You're walking here.
Yeah. Hey, I'm posting here.
You come up in my space and... No, wait. No, that just starts the loop again.
You should put a link, I should put a link in at the adults table. See if anyone's interested.
Me? You think I have an online presence?
Yeah. We just talked about how you have more of an online presence than me.
See, just because we talked about it doesn't mean it's real. We talk about lots of things.
Well, I just saw the title. The villains come out to play. Oh yeah, makes sense.
Hey, we got somebody over here. Hey, who are you?
Hey! Oh wait, who is it?
Cosette Otarola?
Who?
Cosette Otarola. That's what it says.
Cosette Odorola. Who is that?
Who
Cosette,
is you?
Who are you?
Hey,
Who are
hey.
you?
I am. It's Poop
Like,
Dog, the gangster clown.
You have a Tumblr username. That do we know it? Anyway,
How long do you think we should wait before me giving you the topics?
I think we'll wait a little more until we know we have like more people watching. This is 3 are watching, which like I think that includes us, or at least me.
Well, let me get out of. Well, actually, I'm not watching.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a thing up.
I mean, is it still? Are you still in the watching thing if you just have it in a different tab?
No, because I don't have it in a different tab either.
Yeah, well, I have. Because
I just have.
So I'm. So now we got like.
Ooh, wrong thing.
Ooh, celebi. That's. Shrimp. Shrimp.
Let's see, pull that up.
Actually, I don't remember.
Show. Hey! I know you people.
Oh yeah, vampire shrimp. Ooh. You are people who exist.
You exist in the hemisphere, probably.
Happy to have you here.
Yes. Today we're gonna do something ultra special, and I think you guys will be down for this. I get to bring up topics, and Mica gets to draw said topics.
Yeah.
And sometimes they might be hot topics. Oh. Except they probably won't. Because most of them are going to be obscure characters only I care about.
Yeah, I mean, look at this one. This is a really obscure one.
The most obscure.
Yeah. It's very, you gotta be this cool to know who this is.
I think it's Doodlebob.
Who?
Whomst?
I do need to warm up because it seems like I do think it might be slow. The stream might be slowing my pen down like slightly, so that's. Let's see how. But the fan hasn't made any noise yet, so that's good.
Yes.
I think at least it's hard to tell.
You should, as a warm up, draw. As a warm up, you should draw me yelling at you. Feelings I could never express in real life.
Okay.
Please me and me alone. What I might do is while you're sketching, I'm going to play with this. Actually, no, that doesn't seem to work. Oops, wrong thing. Alright.
Actually, I'm gonna do our fucking personas.
You're gonna do those losers?
Yeah. Because I haven't. I need to learn. I need to remember how to draw furries.
Well, when you draw me, you draw Bushroot's head. That wasn't conscious. It's just something I realized afterward. What you do is you draw the projection. The sad little man. And then you just turn it into me. Hey, we got Wowie in here too.
Oh, Wowie!
It's Wowie!
Yay!
Wow, Wubsy up in here. Ooh, I look unhinged. Is that what I become when I'm yelling? Like I just lose a touch of reality in general?
Like, are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
You know this is a serious yell because of the fact that I'm actually doing it. So I must be at my ultimate limit here.
Yeah. I've heard you at your limit.
Have you? Because I don't remember it. Wait, what?
You don't. I mean, like, if we're gonna be real, you're not this when you're at your limit. I've heard you at your limit with your young nephew.
My limit is me going, what?
Yeah. That's
like
you don't absolutely lose it. You become Daffy Duck.
Like, you see, I'm doing something here. Well, he asked what's going on. It's like, well, we were waiting for a few more people, and Mica's doing their warm up, and then the plan for today is that I'm gonna give Mica some obscure villain, so at least obscure to most people, and then Mica's gonna draw what they think they look like, or their interpretation of the ideas.
Yes. There we go.
There's an emotion here. The forbidden emotion that I do not speak about.
Anger. Wrath.
What's his anger?
Anger rot.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah. That's Angor.
Oh, but he seems kind of chill.
Mhm.
So is that
he
what?
Just wants to be free.
Actually, when you say it like that, I can see some. I can see some emotions there.
See, that's why you like them so much. You relate.
I too just want to be free.
Oh.
I'm getting concerned with how the hands are. It makes it look like I'm doing a Homer Simpson-like strangle.
No, not that. You're just holding me by the shoulders.
Like, oh, good.
Lost mine.
Oh, good. That's slightly better. I'd be concerned to see me being so violent. That pose makes it look like I'm like shaking you really hard. Oh, Celebi9 says, "You guys are great. I hope you're all having a lovely day today."
Oh, thank you too.
I do not feel emotions towards days.
Only nights.
Well, nights when I party. You know, the party of just enjoying that people aren't around.
Like you can see here an effort was put. Here it wasn't.
Yes. It's okay. Effort should be put into me anyway. To actually answer the question, I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but I've been pretty busy lately, so. Have you lost your mind? But yeah, I've been pretty busy lately, but other than that, I'm doing okay. I'm surviving. I'm doing the grind like everybody else, and other words that show that I'm hip and happening with the fellow kids.
You're so hip.
I'm glad someone admits it. Even if it's just repeating what I said.
How do you do, fellow kids? So there we go.
I can get my backward hat. But, have y'all lost your mind? Maybe. That's what you sound like. You sound like, maybe I have. Maybe I developed a Franz accent.
That sound like the SpongeBob narrator.
3 years later. Oh wow, you finished the drawing. I mean, it took a little while, but I'm proud of you.
I sure did. Anyway, shall we get started? Also, now the fan is acting up. Lovely.
Oh, it didn't like me roasting you.
I think it just does not like me using several programs at once.
If you need to, you should be able to at least close. What was I gonna say? You should at least be able to close the YouTube tab, since we already did the checks and I have the little pop up here anyway.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's something.
Alright.
Richard is going, babies!
Bibbies! Nibby bibbies.
So, that was a response to the cat, not us.
I mean, I declare I'm a bibby. No, I don't. I hate that. I wish I could take it back.
We just respond like, thank you.
And create awkward tension? No thanks.
I'm gonna go. This is what I have to do because my keyboard is dead. Nearly.
Please don't make Quiz feel bad.
I am evil.
You sure are. Speaking of evil, do you want a villain?
Yes, describe a villain to me.
Alright, the first villain that you will be drawing is Winky Man.
Winky Man.
W-I-N-K-Y, man.
And that's all you're gonna tell me?
Oh, I have more. I just need to know how much you want me to tell you, because I can tell you. Okay.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Tinky Winky, so.
I'll give you a little bit more so that you go away from that imagery. Winky Man was a villain created through suppressed rage and sleepwalking. He's a painter and sculptor who's the literal starving artist. He later gets reformed and becomes friends with Howard the Duck and Beverly Switzler.
Okay, you said they are a living sculpture.
No, they are a painter and sculptor who's the literal starving artist type.
Oh, okay. They're like just very, and they're a villain because they got no money.
That's more like they're a villain because all throughout their life they'd never been able to express their anger at the cards life has given them, or like,
Alright.
or anything like that, and so they only become a villain in their sleep, and that's their that's their inner thoughts coming out and lashing out at people.
Okay.
So this man's repressed.
Yeah. All right.
And he sleeps.
Yeah.
So take what you can from that and the name Winky Man. Also, see what Wowie said. Wowie says, Quiz is a person with so much to deal with. Don't do this to them.
God, like, that
Why are you just drawing me again?
I'll take it serious. I'm just like an artist who represses their anger.
I mean, I'm okay with being friends with Howard the Duck.
But I don't. No. No. Let's do this for real.
I can't believe you're about to put me on blast.
Let's see here.
I can also tell you, even though throughout the series he's been in the original comics and he shows up quite a lot, but as Winky Man, he had only one issue and then he only showed up as like reoccurring dream segments for Howard the Duck when he thinks about all the trouble that has happened in his life.
Wait, say that again. I didn't process it.
I was saying that I can let you know that Winky Man has only, like, as a villain in the original comics, only came up one time as an actual villain. But in other times, he has come up as a character in his villain form as dreams for Howard, representing all that is messed up with his life.
Okay.
To be fair, he has also showed up with people like Turnip Man. And the kidney lady.
Okay.
Have I mentioned how much I love the Howard the Duck comics?
Oh my god. Let's see. The thing is, I have no idea if Wikiman's gonna be is like a human or an animal. Because I know that both are a thing in Howard the Duck.
Would it make you feel better to know that it's a human man?
Okay.
His real name is Paul Sames.
Paul said, okay.
I can also, like, let me know when you need, like, more information to work off of. Because I can also tell you more about, like, some character traits, like physical character traits, if that will help at all.
No, fuck no. This isn't about being accurate. This is about having fun.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I was just saying because of, just in case you need something to, like, springboard an idea.
Yeah.
That's an interesting face shape. I like it. It gives me a very, like, slack-jawed look.
Yeah. Trying to, so, like, trying to, like, do the sort of, like, character shape telling you something about the character.
Yes.
I was just like, bean face.
Yes. I will say in the original comics, I wish the humans were as shapely as this.
Oh yeah, but I do remember that, like, that in Howard the Dark comics, the humans are more, like, realistic.
Yeah, they go, like, hyper realistic with them, but that's not the point. Like, who gives a fuck about that? I want to see your vision of Winky Man. Bring me the Winky.
Alright.
Uh, Wowie says, I have been recently told that Injustice Superman's character is basically Walter White. I do not think that is correct.
But what the fuck?
Are you trying to say there is a version of Superman out there who makes all the drugs?
And says bitch a lot?
Not in my Superman.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He doesn't say bitch.
I'm pretty sure the Injustice...
Actually, Robin would be that guy.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Injustice, from what I've, seen, I think it's based off of, because it's, they have the games, which I'm sure are based off of the comics. And I know in, the comics, Superman punched Joker straight through the chest.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's just, I think I remember a panel of, Batman in the background just looking horrified.
I think I vaguely remember seeing something like that. It's just like, what the fuck, dude?
Superman, this isn't you!
It really isn't. I'm so tired of people doing that with Superman. I'm so tired. I'm honestly, even tired of the parodies of, the sort of, parodies or, set, or whatever, satire stuff that does that. In, fucking the dad in Invincible.
Yes.
Spoilers, by the way.
It's okay. I already been spoiled by you once before.
Well, it's in the first episode, so...
Spoiled by you once before. Now I can't watch anything from it because I have been despoiled.
Yes, because you would love to... Because it's so tragic that you didn't get to be surprised by seeing a guy get his fucking face fucking crushed. This is why his skull crushed.
I mean, I would have been surprised. I just would have had issues afterwards.
Yeah, I spare you. I'm sparing you and everyone here listening who hasn't seen it. Don't watch it. It's very... Don't watch it if you can't handle, very, very upsetting violence.
Yeah, which is, strange, because, before you had started talking about that show, I'd seen, there's a lot of, artist YouTubers that I followed, Drawing with Jazza, and he was talking about how he was, a fan of that show, and he's like, oh, yeah, it's such a good, superhero show that kind of breaks conventions a bit. Not saying that people get bloodily murdered.
Yeah, also that's the thing, going oh, it's superhero thing breaks conventions. Kick-Ass happened several years ago. Why do people think this is new? Heck, the actual official DC stuff going on in the cinematic universe and comics are already really fucking edgy and question their characters morals and stuff. We don't stuff like Invincible is just old news. I imagine the comic itself probably is probably was written a few years ago, so that makes sense. But adapting it now makes it sort of old.
Yes. I also think in general when people think of superhero comics and stuff like that, I feel like they end up thinking about the stuff that they watched on Saturday morning, Batman the Animated Series, or even comic wise. I feel like part of their mind ends up still thinking of
Golden Age.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nobody read Golden Age. None of our generation read Golden Age as kids.
Excuse me, I'm right here.
All right.
You can't just say, nobody read it. And I'm just imagining little Snark in the past going oh, they just said I was a loser. Because I'm reading them.
Maybe that's just me who gets bored by Golden Age art because it's stiff as fuck.
I think it has an appeal to it that makes me think a lot like Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, see, that's the thing too. I'm not aside from I'm not interested in the Hanna-Barbera stuff that's not super toony. I wasn't even especially as a kid, I did not give a shit about Scooby-Doo.
Why are we friends?
In fact, I was In fact, I was scared of the monsters in the opening, so I was just like, no.
Mica, how are we even friends when it's like everything I like, you're like, yeah, no, that's shit.
I like Scooby-Doo now, though.
And
I'm just saying
sometimes
that
the monsters still scare me.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's more, it's like I had a very, I was like really, it's more, the question is more, would we ever be friends if we had known each other earlier?
I mean, probably, honestly. Because, like, what people think about stuff that I like really doesn't affect me unless they are, like, openly, like, constantly shitting on it, you know? When I'm, like, in a mood of, like, I like this. Like, oh, no, that's terrible. That's, like, you know, everything you like ends up, getting canceled.
God.
Oh, but Wowie says, yeah, it went from 1 to 100 really, really quick. And I just thought it was going to go up gradually. Plus, all the anger towards Amber is very unjustified. And then there's a face that's made.
All the anger towards who?
Amber. I'm going to assume
Am
this is
that
the one show you were talking about?
Yeah, I've only seen 2 episodes, so before I stopped because I got overwhelmed. So I don't know. I don't remember the names of the female characters. I know there were like 2 girl characters, like significant like girl characters. Uh, so like, was it the redhead or the black girl?
And then we wait 3 years for that answer.
I mean, either of them could be getting hate as far as I know, so, or
Yes.
both of them, and neither of them deserve it, even with the little I've seen.
You know
'Cause
how it is. Women getting hate on.
it'd be like that.
Mica, that is a really tired man.
Right? Are you proud of me?
I feel bad for them. They look like they've had like so many like coffees.
Yeah, also he's got a beanie, because he's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Actually. There we go. No. That's not good.
Can I tell you one thing that's tell you that's kind of funny about what you're doing right now? Because it's like you're close but not.
Uh-huh.
So Winky Man in the comics wears a sleep cap, like the one that you would see with Ebenezer Scrooge.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I was like, why would he wear a sleeping cap everywhere? It's not like he's ready. Like, is he really like just like he's like hoping that like soon I'll fall asleep. You gotta be ready because I might drop anytime.
Well, that's only what he wears in his villain form.
Ah, okay.
So it's like he's wearing normal clothes and then he like gets stressed out, faints, and then his villain form, Winky Man, comes out and I guess he runs to like a closet or something and just pulls out his night clothes.
Uh,
Wowie says Amber is Mark's girlfriend. She's the black girl.
okay, yeah. I think I don't think they weren't like, I think they were just starting to get together in like the first or second episode. So I didn't remember if they were together or not, or if she was, or if she was just a crush. So are people hating on her? And then we wait.
Wowie, we gotta stop meeting like this.
Oh darn, the delay of the stream.
When you are done with it, do you want me to pull up a picture of what he really looks like so you can see the comparison?
Yes, absolutely. Is it...
Oh, those are some dark guys. Oh, they've been missing out on so much sleep.
It's you.
Hey. It's also you. Aren't we all Winky Man when we really think about it?
Maybe the real Winky Man was the friends we've made along the way.
So that's why they become friends with Howard and Beverly. I understand now.
Okay. Oh, that's sad. Like, his friend becomes a villain when he's asleep.
Like I said, it was only one episode, and then... not episode. These aren't. One comic. And then it was never brought up again as a character trait. Winky Man died that day. So Paul Sames could live. Wowie says, they're mad at her for having a reasonable response to knowing that Mark is a superhero and not considering to tell her.
Oh, so she gets mad at him. And how dare she get mad at him? How dare she, that harlot?
How dare she be mad that someone didn't consider the fact that she could be at risk?
Yeah. And like, just imagine suddenly being like, especially like they make it very clear in that show, like that death is a thing in a way that like that isn't in like, kid shows.
Yes.
So like he could have like just died suddenly at any point, and then it would have been a thing of like not knowing that your boyfriend is dead until you finding out that the superhero is dead before you find out that your boyfriend is dead, and they're finding out that this guy is dead and that the superhero is dead.
Yes.
Actually, it makes me think of a thing, but I can't say it because it's spoilers for another thing.
How mysterious.
Yeah.
Hey, Mica. Mica. What's the
Yeah.
food craving right now?
Wait, like me?
Yes. What are you craving in the back of your subconscious going on? What foods are you thinking about?
I mean, the first thing I'm seeing is this Twix on my table, so I'm gonna eat that.
I mean, fair. Oh, I got mail.
Well, if I can get the door open.
I just don't want you talking about your poops on a stream again. The fact that that's a problem is concerning. Let's see what this is. Oh, how do you like the open packages ASMR?
I mean, how did my sound when I was eating the Twix?
I mean, I heard it, but it sounded like open up candy, and that just made me jealous more so than like hurt my ears.
Alright.
Hey, my Georgie hat got here.
Georgie hat?
Yes, I'm a big fan of Mariah Elizabeth on YouTube, who's another artist. And I already have the Georgie stuffed animal, but now I got the hat. I should be having a umbrella coming in, something that I ordered like months ago and like pre-order and stuff.
Do I have to entire body?
You can draw as much as him as you want. Also, Wowie
Yeah.
says, and like people are calling her toxic over it.
What the fuck? I get that it's like I get that it's definitely like just an additional stressor to the main character to have like that on him as well. But but I don't think that's unreasonable of her. I think that's just like just another part of the misfortune
Yes.
of these characters.
I think it
Like, he's
adds
gonna, like,
to. I think stuff like that adds to like the sacrifice you make becoming a hero.
yeah, that's something that was like annoying about like speaking of Kick-Ass, is that like in the original comic, she like the main guy like reveals that like though that wasn't about him revealing to be a superhero. Instead, he it was that like in the comic he like pretends to be gay so he can be closer to a girl he likes.
That's messed
I think
up.
I think it started out as a misunderstanding that he just went along with, maybe, but either way he just went with it. And in the movie, she just kind of goes, like when he tells her the truth, and I think at the same time reveals his identity as a superhero or vigilante. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I saw the film. But yeah, she's like cool, and then they make out because she was into him, and so it was sort of like, I guess, just like, oh good thing I was into you and worried because you're gay, but yay. But in the comic, she fucking slaps him and chews him out, and then just like never talk to me again.
Appropriate reaction, yes.
Yeah, and then I think in the later in the story, in the comic, like in the second volume or whatever, she gets like sexually assaulted or killed or something like that.
Wow,
That's
that's
not
messed
nice.
up.
Yeah, it was a messed up comic.
It's almost like she was being punished for having a appropriate reaction to someone lying to her, and especially under pretenses of like she might not be open with him in certain situations if she thought that he was going to be all over her.
I mean, I think in that case, I think it's not so much about like her being deliberately punished by the author as it is just that sort of neglect of like of the like female character dying from man pain.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
A problem in comics.
Yeah. But yeah, here we go. It was the Winky.
He's the Winky. Is that just what we're calling him? He's the Winky?
That's Mr. Winky.
That's Mr. Winky to
But
you.
it's a Winky Man. That was the name.
Yes. Howard.
Look at him. He's so tired.
He's so sleepy. I'm pulling up the guy for you right now. Try to see. That might be the best I can do since it's an old comic. Copy image. Where's the copy? Okay, there we go. Copy image. And I'm going to pull up the chat here. Paste. That is the true Winky Man.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, he has a.
Like the ridiculousness.
I was gonna say he has a candle that he holds that he like fires like a gun.
Okay. I will say like the ridiculousness definitely like the fact that everything is so like very realistic in the art style adds to the ridiculousness of the situation.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, is he speaking in rhyme?
He does that, yes.
All right.
I mean, I don't know why you're questioning anything about the Duck comics.
I'm screenshotting this man.
He's beautiful.
There we go.
I do like that it looks like he's like wearing a robe or something.
Yeah, I mean it's supposed to. It basically just drew a hipster.
The true villains of the world.
Yes, lots of antagonizing hipsters is cool again.
No, I don't even know why I said that. I just literally just said the first thing that I thought was funny, even though I don't believe it.
Alright, next.
Alright. I'm gonna see my list. Oh. Okay, first of all, do you want an animal person? Or do you want a quote-unquote human person?
Doesn't matter. Just throw it at me.
Okay. I want you to draw for me Crocodile Man.
Okay.
Crocodile Man is a humanoid crocodile from the planet Punkus who acts as an antagonist to Shazam. He is a member of Mr. Mind's Monster Society of Evil and a loyal henchman. Most of the time, wait, actually, do you want me to tell you what type of clothes he wears, or you just want to imagine that?
I just want to imagine that.
Alright.
We got us a scaly here. I'm gonna draw a scaly.
Yes, I will say that he is strong enough to actually cause Shazam pain.
Okay, so he's a himbo.
Well, I'll say it's not muscles that he has. It's more he causes pain by his powerful crocodile jaws.
Ah.
He's a biter.
I suddenly remembered like this thing I used to draw in high school. I think I've told you must have seen it at some point, I believe. Back then, we're like I used to draw this character.
He's beautiful. I feel like that's a character from. That looks like a character from. What was her name? Was there a show called? It was either Mimsy or like Daisy Mouse.
I mean, it definitely resembles Maisie Mouse, though in Sweden it was called Molly Mouse.
Ah.
But no, this is the crocodile fairy.
You want to elaborate what the crocodile fairy is?
It was a character I would just draw to shitpost draw on the whiteboard at school, and I would have them speak in English, but with sweet but spelled English words in Swedish.
Ah. Do not. Fair.
No. It's just the E.
Do not fee?
Do not fear.
Pretty sure that's close to what I said, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Do not fear, the crocodile fairy is here.
I can't believe Shazam used to beat up the crocodile fairy. I know he's only a kid and all, but still.
Yeah, this is I did not intend this to be the design I went with. I was just drawing shit.
I know, I'm making a joke. It's humor.
But yeah, that's nostalgia, I guess.
That sure happened.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this for real.
Are you going for a wide-eyed style today?
I guess. It's easy to do when you just wanna like build a shape from scratch.
Yes.
Like it's then you don't have to think about like where everything's supposed to be on a face. Because it's just like a puzzle piece.
He looks like he's going into video game mascot territory.
It kind of looks like that fucking crocodile from that like that game where you like fuck around with pipes.
Oh, you're talking about the one that like was owned by Disney. The mobile
like,
game.
It was a big deal for a while.
They also
Like,
had
and then they made like way too big a deal about it.
Yes. They also had Perry the Platypus like level with it.
Oh yeah, I also think it had a cartoon like, but like one of those like just like 5-minute cartoons.
I know that these had some merchandise for some reason.
Oh. I guess babies like them.
Babies like pipes. I mean, isn't that why Mario's popular? Interesting how you ignored that.
Wait, what?
I said, isn't that why Mario's popular? Because babies like pipes?
Perhaps.
Yeah, and then I said that, and then you like went completely silent. It's like, huh? Was that a discourse territory?
No, I was like focusing too hard on this like snout.
Friendship ends with Snark. Now Mario is my best friend. Oh, they're cute though. I think when I like get the art that the comic stuff, I'm gonna go with the super old comic stuff as a reference rather than more of the modern stuff. Just because in the older comics he looked a lot like more toonier, and I feel like that's a better comparison than just showing you a real crocodile head.
Yeah.
That was a weird thought I had.
Oh, what?
My brain's like just looking at this, and it just went, He looks like he could eat a lot of lasagna. And I don't know why.
Things, probably.
What was that?
Among other things, probably.
Yeah, but I don't know why that was like the specific thought I had.
Like he's out to get Garfield.
I mean, he had it coming. You can only shit on Mondays so many times before the croc comes to get you. To get you.
To get your lasagna.
Like, you know what? You don't deserve this. He looks like a crocodile could take home to mother.
Yeah, I gave him a tooth gap just for you.
For me? Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, that's what friends do. They give each other tooth gaps. That sounds threatening.
Yeah, if you act out, I'm gonna get you a tooth gap as well. See what happens to those pearly whites.
Oh goodness. How's the chat doing? You having a good time? Is this entertaining? Is this doing anything for you?
Does it make you feel emotions like art should? Wowie says, his grin speaks volumes, as in the volume of lasagna he can fit in his mouth. You know, Wowie, you're not wrong.
Are you on your phone? I'd ask you what you're watching, but I don't wanna know.
Well, that's rude.
That's from Bo Burnham's Inside.
Still, you should ask people what their interests are and like care a little bit.
It's from his latest Netflix special. It's like the song is basically about like how he cares about people. Like he's worried. He is curious like what people think. He wants feedback from people about his performances, like especially like when on the web. But at the same time, he doesn't because he's afraid of it being like negative or getting the wrong type of praise. You know, that sort of stuff.
I imagine stuff like worrying about parasocial relationships is also a thing.
Oh yeah, that's like there's just a bunch of like stuff about like online life and stuff like that in that special in particular, which makes sense because it's like also it's about the internet and like the quarantine and all that stuff.
Yes, I've heard "Welcome to the Internet" multiple times.
It is good. I love the style, just this like sort of sideshow slash snake oil salesman.
Yes. Also, Celebi says, it's really nice to hear you guys chatting and having fun.
It's good.
And Robin says, I'm loving this. Robin also says, I'm loving this.
Great. I know, because I get a bit quiet sometimes when I focus. So I hope I'm not like I'm still entertaining.
That's why I've been trying to shit talk.
Yeah, keep going.
And become a heathen?
Did you hear what I said?
No.
I said talk dirty to me.
See, now you just gone and ruined it. You know what? Fine, I will. Dirty dishes. Old bath water.
I'm so focusing so hard on this fucking...
Mica?
Hmm?
Multiple piles of laundry.
Oh god.
How does that make you feel?
I feel dirty.
Good, that's what you asked.
Yeah.
stinky gym socks.
Oh, so dirty.
Oh baby, oh baby.
Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby.
Is that Rocco?
Mrs. Big Head?
Click.
Oh god.
Then you have Mr. Big Head coming in like, you can't talk to my wife that way.
Oh goodness. Right. I don't know what I'm doing here.
It almost looks like you're giving him huge overalls. Like you're going like from the bayou sort of look.
I guess. That's like all I can think of when I think of a crocodile.
You'll see. I do like because it makes me think of Jambalaya Jake from Darkwing
Oh yeah. I'm went with something like muscly, but as I continue, I'm just like looking at this like someone has a fetish for this.
Is the answer me? Is this my new Tumblr boyfriend?
I mean, considering how many muscle men you've drawn, perhaps.
Hey, technically, though, most of those were commissions.
Yeah, but I've seen how you draw Lederhosen when he's out of his costume.
When I draw Lederhosen, I give him like underboobs.
Yeah, but it's like still like got like it's still like just a bunch of like round and like it's like it's not about like if it's a muscle, it's about the shape of it, you know?
If you say so. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't go for like all the pictures of Aquaman I've drawn, or all the pictures of Emperor Awesome. There we go. I was looking for that name.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, Emperor Awesome is one, but that like Emperor Awesome is supposed to look like that, so I don't think about it too much. It becomes more of a thing when I think about like stuff where like they don't necessarily need to look that way.
Yes.
Like such as an OC, because he can look like anything. But I mean, if he's supposed to look that way, then he's supposed to look that way. It's your character, but it's still like a thing of like, yeah, this was not what I was expecting.
Yes.
And
also,
then,
I was just letting you know David has slipped in and said Tip's hat.
oh, Tip's hat to you too.
Wait, I got a hat here I can actually tip. I mean, it won't mean anything to anybody else, but... There we go. I actually did it. I wasted time.
Wow.
You were saying?
No, but no, I mean it's like, but like yeah, like it is like thinking about like one of the commissions, like just like how you like how you drew Wario in that one commission.
That's what they wanted!
Exactly, but like why do you think they asked that from you?
Because I'm available. David also says, smashing.
And then he's got little...
He got little legs?
Yeah, he's skipping leg day.
Now he's not hot anymore.
It's not... you can't have them skip leg day, huh?
No, because then I worry about them toppling over.
But he's got balance because he has a big old tail.
He became hot again.
Yeah.
Oh, Celebi says, I have to head out, but this has been delightful. Lots of love and have a lovely rest of your stream. Bye. Bye, Celebi.
Lots of love to you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
I don't know why I actually waved at my screen like that was also being seen.
That's adorable.
No, shut up. Oh, he got those scales. He got those scales happening.
Yeah, yeah. And it's got like...
He got a hat.
What? No.
Oh, that's the scale. Oh, yeah, that's the scale. I was like, did you just put him in a fedora?
That would have been so out of left field for this design.
It would have made me laugh, though.
Yeah. I could give him the little crocodile fairy crown.
No, he's fine. This is acceptable. Celebi says, I wave back at my screen. And then a smiley face. See, so it meant something after all. It wasn't just me waving to the void.
Okay, here he is. He's got kind of a crazy face, but you know.
Let me look up. I want to pull out the specific version I was thinking of. No, not the cartoon version that they had. Not the Lego version that they had. There's a very specific face. There we go. That mofo. Copy image. Bring that up. Chat up.
Oh, okay. The costume and a gun.
It's not a costume though. He's literally a crocodile.
No, I mean he's wearing a costume.
Oh, well, I would say it's more of like a suit.
I guess it's a suit. I forget the meaning of words. Also, that worm, yeah, he's at the end of Shazam.
I know.
Yeah.
I paid attention. For once.
But I mean, it's not so much about paying attention as me just not knowing shit about Howard the Duck. So.
You
Or
mean
Shazam.
Shazam? Yes. But yeah, I like this design. I like that he looks like he's ready to wrestle.
Yeah. Glad you like him. I'm gonna screenshot him. Just not the whole body because I don't care.
You don't care about his leg day that he skipped?
No.
Also, we got Robin going chonky, and then we have Wally going OMG. Ah!
Alright, next one. Also, I am warm. Because we are socializing here, and that is making me warm. Because social anxiety.
I think I'm gonna go with. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I know who I'm gonna go with. Mostly because he seems like they treat him a bit more seriously, but like I think of him as a bit of a joke.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready for your next opponent.
You know, while I'm at it, I think I'm gonna refill my water bottle. So, intermission, everybody.
That means it's just you and me, guys. Against the world. Sometimes I think about how there's a whole bunch of different characters staring at me at my desk. We got All Might, Pinky in the Brain, King Dedede, Spider-Ham. Mica, why do you sound like a dog dying? Or at least somebody who wants to be taken out for walkies?
What, me?
Yes, that's what you sound like. You sound like a dog.
It did?
Yes.
I've never thought, like, I never heard a dog that sounds like that.
You haven't heard a dog go like, ah!
Well, I heard that, but, like, that's not what I thought I sounded like. I
That's
thought I
what.
sounded like I was just screeching.
I'm telling you, it sounded like you were a little dog right then.
Probably because I was far away.
Sound like a little dog who wanted to be punted. No, I thought about prankster, but I didn't think that was like much to go with based off of like a name. Because Wally said Snark, if you have Bruno Mayhem or Prankster or Brutus or something on the list, I will cry in pain.
I mean, I'd probably just, if Prankster, I'd probably draw just like the Butterix mascot.
Mm.
The Butterix is a costume and prank shop in Sweden.
That would be only for the Swedish fans out there. But yes, are you ready?
Hmm?
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, Mica. I want you to draw for me Lord Deathman.
Lord Deathman?
Uh-huh. Lord Deathman.
That's Lord Hater's dad.
Don't call him out. I can give you a little bit of information. This has nothing to do with like physical, like what they look like, but I feel like this is important information for you to know.
Okay.
They are a Japanese crime lord with the uncanny ability to put himself in a yoga stance that makes him appear dead.
Yoga, isn't that just laying down?
To be fair, I think I read it wrong. It says yoga trance, not stance. I read my notes wrong. But yes.
I want to draw. I want to draw an opossum.
I mean, you can if you want.
I'm gonna draw a possum in a suit.
You do whatever your heart desires.
There's a Japanese crime lord.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's in. From what I remember, I think he's in Gotham now. But yeah.
Was that the guy who got his face cut off by Black Mask in the Harley Quinn movie?
You know, I don't know.
Totally could be. Cause it was like a crime family.
Yes.
Like, and then they fucking I forget what his name was. His whole name was.
Yeah, I just know that I mostly chose him because one, the name is really funny to me.
Yeah.
Two, the fact that his power is yoga. And
I mean.
And three, because of the fact that he's technically up there as one of the most powerful DC comic villains of all time that people don't know about.
And I'm guessing he's more like it's more the crime lord thing that makes him dangerous, not the like playing dead through yoga. That's just how he gets away with things.
You are allowed to believe that if you want.
I just like anything else like would be just like because there's just only so many times a villain like a hero can like fall for that shit.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying to think. Me telling you anything's not going to change your vision, right? You're still going for possum in a suit.
Yeah.
All right. So like, his whole thing with like yoga stance is that he has died multiple times, but like once he goes into like a stance, he can like regenerate and like heal.
Oh, okay. But how can he go into the stance if he's already dead?
'Cause death is only a stance, Mica.
I'm going to the trance here.
Like, you know, you leave your body and become one with the universe and then realize, well, fuck, I hate this. And then you go back.
Like, I thought you were dead. I didn't want to do that, so I stopped.
Like, I got bored. I just realized there's like so much more money I could be making right now. I just realized I just described Scrooge McDuck. Like, I thought you were dead. It's like, no. No, I still have money I need.
Has that like been a canon joke at some point? Because if not, then it needs to happen.
I don't think so. It should be a thing though.
Yeah, write that into to the fucking real value series at some point.
Have somebody just go up to him like, Scrooge McDuck, how are you still alive? I thought you were dead.
Like
what?
What?
So do you and my enemies.
Oh.
And then Wowie says, Lord Deathman sounds very familiar. Wait, I know him. He was in Brave and the Bold. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh. Brave and the Bold has like all the most random like villains in it.
Of course. It's ridiculous.
But beautiful.
Yeah, that's the point. Da-da-da-da-da.
That reminds me, I need to make time to see the new Suicide Squad movie. I want to see Polka Dot Man in action.
See if it's improved in its editing.
It looks a lot better and less flashy. Like I'm gonna have a seizure while watching it. So you know.
Yeah. So basically, they didn't have the fucking trailer park do the like do the editing, because like that was the thing, right? Like they had it there was like an original cut, but then they just decided, but then someone liked the trailer so much that they had the team who made the trailer edit the entire fucking film.
A terrible decision.
Like, yeah.
Although I actually like that movie a lot more than like a whole bunch of people do. I mean, it's not like the best thing ever. Like there's a lot of it I really, really, really hate, but I had fun.
She can cut through anything. Don't fucking watch out for the blade. It'll take your soul.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I know that any blade that touches me probably will.
Hmm.
You gave him the slick back mobster look.
Yeah.
What were you gonna ask?
I forgot.
Dang. You pulling from my card over here. What I tend to do.
Yeah. You know, you have an influence.
Are you saying that my influence is making you forget everything?
No, because then you wouldn't have an influence on me.
I see. Wowie says, I heard it's James Gunn's best work, the new Suicide Squad.
Ooh, Mr. Gunn. He is a hit and miss, I believe, but so is many.
I mean, that's just how it be sometimes. I especially think when you're expected to do so many, like, back after back after back.
Yeah.
If I was a director, I'd just do stuff just because, you know, I was I was already rich. I don't have to do any movie. I'll just pick the passion projects.
Right? I mean, this like, you gotta be doing some stupid shit if you keep getting work. Like you get like doing work you don't want to do once you're rich, like, because the only reason you would do that is because you're afraid of getting like bankrupt, and it's like, what have you done for
How
that to
many
happen?
how many hookers and blow have you done?
Like, do you not like? Did you just buy a bunch of cars and then actually think about the insurance?
No, Mica. What
Then there's
happened was no, Mica. What happened was they spent all their money on their nerd lair and then realized, oh shit, I have bills.
So you.
Hey now. Not
You're
yet.
an
I'm not
all-star.
rich.
Like, fucking watch me if I ever get rich. The reason I'll get bankrupt is because I keep buying fucking microtransactions and phone games.
You know, the sad thing is I believe that. It's like, oh, I have the money. I can pay for getting to the next level instantly.
Yeah. I'm fucking sad because I had to delete fucking AFK Arena, which is like one of my favorite phone games, or was, before it started crashing so much. It had been crashing for a while. There were like entire parts of the game that I just could not enter because it would crash the moment I started. But now it's gotten so far into the game, I guess, that with the data, that it will crash just from like playing the main thing. So I basically can't play at all aside from like the typical like, oh, collect the daily awards and stuff, since it is an AFK game. So like,
That's messed up, yo.
yeah, but then it just like becomes boring, when it's just that. So it just felt meaningless to have the game and have that take up space on my phone when I could have other stuff. But it makes me sad because it's like, and the only reason it's like that is because it's both because my phone is old, but also specifically because because it's a iOS, and that game is just better on Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, I'm not a Samsung person, and also the bullshit that they would do. Like, why is it even like? Why can you even? Why do they like make it actually like something you're able to play on iOS if they're not gonna like work out bugs and like make sure so that it doesn't crash?
Those are excellent questions.
And like, I did like try playing the game on a newer phone, not the newest phone, but like it was a much newer model than the one I currently have. But it still didn't. It still crashed.
Hmm.
So like, it's just bullshit.
Have you considered writing a sternly written letter?
Nah.
Then I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I took it away, so now I'm just gonna live with like I'm like, friendship with AFK Arena's over now. Fucking, what the fuck is the game called? Kawaii Home is my new best friend.
Kawaii home, you say?
Yeah, it's like it's an interior design game.
Ah, yes, you've talked about that to me. Yes. Carry on.
You like you fill a room with stuff, and then you win prizes.
And then you destroy the room, and then you build a new room, and then you destroy that one too.
No, it's not like that. I wish.
Oh, then what's the point? What's the point if you can't just have a healthy outlet and just destroy things?
It's a very cute game, hence the name Kawaii. But like, Also, I love to like they recently got like this cat toy that you can like put there, and also a fishbowl. So
Mm-hmm.
I make it a running theme in all of my things whenever like I have opportunity. I will put the fishbowl there, and then I will have the cat like right by the fish. Like the fishbowl will be on a table, and then I put the cat on the ground, looking at the looking at the fishbowl, because like the way it's drawn, it's always looking up, like upwards.
Yes.
So I just make that a thing, like every single one that where like it fits to have either like both the fishbowl and the cat there. Hmm. Mm. No. There we go.
Is it weird looking at this? I keep thinking about like how the rodents in Sam and Max are drawn.
Oh, I can see what you mean.
I like it. It was making me happy thinking about it.
Yeah. How's the chat doing?
Hey Mika, can you do something that's just for me? Just for me only?
Hmm?
Give him a lot of junk in that trunk.
See, that is also a running thing with you.
I was joking. That's all.
I know you.
So does a few people. I am sometimes knowable.
Wow. That is fair. That's very big of you.
Yeah, I was planning on not having that be the case, but then I realized I like venting, so, you know. There we go. I was mostly just thinking that would be funny just because of this idea of this, like, really sophisticated, like, man from, like, possum man from, like, upwards up. And then just, like, big booty hanging out.
Like this possum fucks.
Yeah, it does.
Let me just start out figuring out how the fucking basic shape of his underparts of his legs are gonna be.
We should keep this design in our, like, wheelhouse, because, like, honestly, they could probably be, like, in Insert Evil Life here.
Yeah, yeah. I am very happy with how this is turning out. I'm going for like a lackadaisy cats thing with the feet here, with the shoes here. Like, I don't know, something I love about like the cats in lackadaisy, like the designs there, is that like they've got like the big old fucking 30s pants, uh, like 20s pants, and just tiny feet.
Yes.
Cause like very short feet too, because they're paws. It's paw shoes.
Yes. Kitties. Kitties are mostly all back, back leg anyhow.
Yeah. So they Which is also why a lot of cartoons, like, I feel, have them walking on their back legs, like, rather than walking on their feet.
Yes.
So they got, like, big old fucking...
Yes. Rather than having them walking on their tippy toes.
Yeah. On the little footsies. I am... Goddamn. There we go.
Dang, that's some junk!
Yeah, it does not look good. I'm gonna just...
Hey everybody, F in the chat for the crotch disappearing.
What?
I said, hey everybody, F in the chat for all the crotch disappearing.
It's not gone. It's just gotta be a bit more subtle.
That's because you're a coward.
No.
That's because you're too afraid to just have a big bump there.
I just don't think it looks good when it's, like, just there.
Robin just gave an F in the chat.
Trying to figure out how to... There.
We've been on this crotch for 87 years. Sometimes I still think the crotch speaks to me. Mostly just saying it wants to be free.
Okay.
Well, you also put an F in the chat.
God. It too wowie.
Sorry, Mica, everybody's on my side with this. We all liked the huge crockle region.
You can't even say fucking... Who's the coward now?
We all like the penis.
The penis?
Yes, the panache.
Panache? The pistachio?
We are all fans of that.
You never sound gayer.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not because I'm queer, it's because I'm a Puritan.
You call yourself a pansexual. I don't know why I got like a fucking like southern accent there.
He ain't one of us no more.
Oh, it's gonna have like a ridiculously big tail. Cause that's my fetish.
I don't know, I think he's compensating for something.
It's like, that is legit like a thing though. Big old tails are like, I've seen it on Fur Affinity, and I'm like, huh. And now I've been, they've converted me.
Like, huh, I didn't think about this, but now that you mention it.
Basically. Like, not, honestly though, like, not in a sexual way, but I also don't feel like that's how other people do it. It's more like an aesthetic thing of just like, oh yeah, big old tail. I feel it. On like an actual like pervy level, I think it's like akin to tentacle stuff. So it's like, yeah, I get it.
I get you. I was just agreeing in solidarity, man.
What?
Because I was like, yeah, I get you. And you were like, ha ha ha, he, ho ho
What?
ho.
I didn't.
Totally did. We all heard it. We all heard your little giggle fest.
I don't think I did it because I was making fun of you. I think it was just like, that was like my awkward laugh. Because I felt awkward about myself.
No, you can't take it back now. I know how it is, Mica, just making fun of me at all times.
I'm trying way too hard with this one.
It's because you found your husband. Just like Crocodile Man was mine. The funny thing is, I tried making it like, I actually have a few like animal people on the list, but then I was like trying to have a bit more human characters, and then he took one of the human characters and then made him into a furry.
Yep.
Well, I say
That's
human, but
because, like, if his main power is playing dead, then come on.
Well, you'll see in the end.
Oh, was that your reaction?
You'll all see.
You'll see. It's called me crazy, but
You'll see who the true Lord Deathman is.
me.
I was the Deathman all along.
I was wondering what the death man was doing there.
I was wondering what that corpse was doing there.
Oh god. Honestly, because I don't know what this guy actually looks like, but because I'm just thinking of like an Asian man in a suit, and like in relation to like the superhero genre, I just ended, like I kept having like Mr. Positive in my mind. Which is and so now I'm like got like the fucking real-time fandom of the Spider-Man game. Which is like they have a whole gag of like Mr. Positive's going like, "Hey Peter, can I ask you a personal question?"
And did he?
No, he never gets to actually ask the thing. That's the thing. He just keeps asking if he can, but then never gets the chance to.
Sounds like Peter's avoiding the questions.
I mean, it's not surprising. He's a fucking flake.
keeps running out on Mary Jane at every turn.
Yeah, fucking flake.
Canceling plans at last minute.
Such a flake.
So dumb.
We're canceling Peter Parker for being a fucking flake.
Yes.
Possums and their worm tails.
Is he gonna get a face?
Yep.
Apparently, Robin gets to see the video like 30 seconds before Wowie does in the stream.
Interesting. Wonder why.
Because YouTube's racist.
Or did WoWie ever pause the video? Because that can end up like if you refresh it, maybe it'll be all synced up.
Hey, what you gonna do with those eyes? What's gonna happen there? It's a blank canvas of eye space.
So we draw the. I've seen lots of possums. People always draw them with like those angry like white eyes, just like.
You mean the cute eyes?
Yeah, I like them. I like those eyes. Very cute. That's a bit. Don't like the. Oh, no.
That eye is
There we
going places.
Yeah, like outside of his face.
Hey, they're breaking boundaries. I am, for one, am proud of Lord Deathman.
Yeah, he's trying.
He's thinking outside the outline.
Yeah, he's an innovator. He's an entrepreneur.
Ooh, we're getting inner ears.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Someone went, "Are you a lost possum? You want a car?" And he's been rich ever since.
Was it even his car?
No, well, it wasn't his car originally. It was given to him by some random guy who's making a vine.
Oh, I see. Which is unfortunate because Vine died shortly afterwards.
Yeah. Because he didn't want any competition with other like random animals being given gifts by viners.
Yes.
So he took it out.
With a gun and yoga.
Stop Vine.
Wow, I can't believe Lord Deathman killed Vine.
There we go.
He's beautiful. I love him. I give him a smooch.
I'm gonna zoom out a bit. There we go.
Yeah.
I'll make it yeah.
You want to see what Lord Deathman looks like for real?
Yeah, sure.
It's like, well, he's not going to be perfect like Lord Deathman here that I've drawn, but, you know, he could be passable probably.
I'm gonna screenshot this boy. There we go. Oh. See, when you first said Lord Death, when you said the name, my first thought definitely was Skeleton Man.
Uh-huh.
But then you went like Crime Lord, and also you specified like his ethnicity, so that's like made me think that that would be like obvious on him, but definitely not.
I'm just telling you because it was important that you knew that he was.
This is a Japanese skeleton.
Yes, it's important that you know that. We don't want Asian erasure up in here.
Very
just
true,
because
very
he's
true.
a just because he's a skeleton doesn't mean his heritage doesn't matter.
Yeah, just because he's made of bones doesn't mean we get to whitewash him.
That's so dumb.
I know. Actually, I did not. That was like not the dynamic the dimensions. That was not good for a photo. Okay.
I hope you, when you're posting these, I hope you plan on tagging them as the actual character names.
Oh my god.
Like, oh yeah, here we got Winky Man and Crocodile Man and Lord Death Man.
So after you mentioned him being like saving him as a character for Into the Evil Life here, I kind of stopped thinking about trying to make him Lord Deathman.
Yes.
So like the which was why I've suddenly like I was like, okay, big tail, and I was like, he uses his tail as a weapon.
It's a little whip going.
Yeah, or like he can like lift himself with it and stuff like that because he's a little guy.
Yeah, he makes himself taller so that he can yell in other people's faces.
Yeah.
In the moment.
I want him to like just. I want him to be like. I want him to interact with playing Vixie Vile.
Ah, yes, the business people.
If they're both shorties.
Yes. I also really like the idea of like he uses his tail to get up and yell in people's faces, but then the moment anyone yells at him, he just falls over and looks like he's dead.
Yeah. Like he talks big, but then when someone tries to have him like trying to hold him accountable for anything, he's like, no, I can't hear you, I'm dead.
Yes.
That's how he's gotten away with stuff. Whenever he's taken to court, he just dies.
He dies, and then they're like, "Oh no! Like we can't prosecute him if he's dead." He goes as far as going to the funeral home, and then the moment that everybody like stop looking at him, he gets up and is like, "Ha, won again."
Yeah.
Like, they fall for it every time, those suckers.
Lovely. Going by Into the Evil Life here, do you think he would be like a professional villain, or would he be would he be doing his own thing?
I kind of want him to be like a bit more on like the Lex Luthor side of business.
Mm-hmm.
But like he does like a whole bunch of like shady stuff, but it's very under the table for the most part.
Yeah, it's not professional villainy.
Yeah, he's not like he's actually trying to be evil, not like theatric evil.
Yeah, he's a real bad guy. He's not a performer.
Yes. He doesn't have a fan base. Nobody stands Lord Deathman.
Oh, and that does give up. That does like make sense that he would like. I can see that making sense that he would interact with Vixie, since she like I can see she would obviously like have some shady connections for her brand.
Yes.
Because that's what CEOs do.
They just commit crimes.
Yeah.
And then pay people off.
Yeah.
Fuck capitalism.
Yes!
Yes!
That's it. Good night, everybody.
Mwah.
No, but, next?
Alright. I think I have, at least on my end, I have enough energy for one more.
Yeah, one more.
And I have two more characters here. So...
Do you have any girls?
I do.
Give me a girl.
Okay. Her name is the Silver Banshee.
Ooh. Silver Banshee. That makes me think of someone, probably someone who screams.
She certainly does.
Is she ghostly though?
That's
Tell
up
me
to
some more
you.
about her.
Alright. I can tell you that. Ooh, made it go down. Let me see. Her family is cursed to be banshees.
Oh, okay. Why silver?
It also, Silver Banshee is said to be able to kill any being by just knowing their name. Specifically, it has to be their real name. However, she has killed certain beings by just knowing their alias.
Huh. Like, is it that she just needs to know it, or is it that she knows it and then she screams it and that's how they die?
I think she just has to know it.
Huh.
Also,
well, that's unfortunate.
Also, she has flight, super strength, and sound manipulation.
Okay. I just... Seriously, like, if she just needs to know it, how does she make any friends?
They can't give her real name. Their real name, I mean.
She makes all her friends on the internet.
Yes. She goes by screen names. Also,
yeah.
I will say, because I've seen her interact with Solomon Grundy. And Grundy, because he's already dead. Hey, I have on my other list, I have another Marvel villain. I just, based off of the time that we had left, I was going... Actually, I have 2 Marvel villains left that Mica could answer in the future. Or draw
There'll be other ways.
Yes. So just know that it's 3 DC villains and 2 Marvel villains.
Very important to know.
Actually, it's 3 Marvel villains. Because Winky Man, and then the other 2 that I didn't get to.
Yeah.
Which one of them I'm definitely saving for you to do in the future because I like them. I just like the idea of them. They're so silly. I can, if you want, I could just at least give you a name of one person, even though you won't be doing them today.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
I want the prize. If you give me them like now, then I have time to dwell on it.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll probably forget it immediately. So.
Turn the screen off, and it'll be like, "Oh, did we do the stream yet?"
Huh?
Because you will instantly forget about it. So turn it off and go. Did we do the stream yet? I thought we were supposed to be doing that today, Mica.
No.
I see woman shapes happening. Not to be confused with the manly man shapes. Art tells me that this is feminine.
God. I feel bad about that, but it's like that was what came up when I was thinking about like this in particular.
No, you're not. You're not doing anything wrong. I was just being a little stinker. You gonna give him a Danny Phantom tail?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do a bit like this.
Yo, Silver Phantom, she was just 13.
God.
When her family got cursed by a weird machine.
God. And that turned everyone into a banshee.
Yes.
God. Yeah, but though These are some very like Aku flames here.
I mean, I have no issue with that.
I just feel like I'm thinking of when I think of like the only Banshee character I've actually seen like is the one from Gargoyles, and
Yes.
she was like wearing like that sort of like very tethered sort of like dress thing. So like that's what I'm thinking about here.
I'm pretty sure that's what they're like traditionally shown to look like.
Yeah.
Although one thing that like the more like flame look on the bottom makes me think of like Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Mm.
She's just super Irish.
Yeah.
Does the ease help?
God damn it. Yes.
Do the walls help?
You should tell me a story.
I have never told a story a single day in my life.
I beg to differ.
I have never even looked at a story before.
Aw, Norman's crying now. How dare you betray him like this?
Guy? Probably
Huh?
just did. Let me see if I can plug this in.
I did. What's happening?
Actually, I'm gonna switch over to this, even though it's gonna be cutting in and out.
Are you talking to someone else?
Then I think I need to go over here. Switch that. No, wait. Okay, now I hear you. My other headset died. Quackervolt doesn't exist. It never happened. Can you repeat that one more time? Oh, Norman. Well, he deserves to cry a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can mess with these settings so I can hear you better. Might not do anything, but Snark listens. No! It might just be because that's why I was using the other headset, was because this one, there's like something wrong with the audio input thing, like the little hole. I do, but it might not work. I don't think it really works when it's plugged in to charge. The charger, like what it does is like it turns it off to like save power, and then it has to. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm here at a teapot. Well, to be fair, it's my sleepy time headphone thing. I don't know if that would change anything, but maybe if I play with the Skype settings. No, don't look at me. It sure did. No, not you. The chat would have looked at me. Yeah, because, like, when you pull it up to... you pull it up in order to, like, check your settings and stuff, and then it shows, like, your webcam. Oops, wrong thing. Right? I also heard the kettle. I wonder what's going on out there. Kettle just wants to cry because it can. Ooh, you going with, like, flamey hairs? Yes. I like that. I like the exaggerated mouth. Now I'm hearing chopping out there. I like how the eyes also look like they're not really physical. Well, when you phrase it like that, it makes me think that maybe it wasn't intentional. Yes. To be fair, you have been drawing for the past 2.5 hours. Your hand's like, set me free! Something that I think would be fun to do for like a future episode, if we ever do like more stuff like this, where it's like drawing stuff from like that they never heard of or something like that, would be to get maybe some other like friends or whatever that would be fine with like talking. Oh, you can't hear Mica now? Ah, shoot. Let's see. It's the microphone. Unless it's also affecting how... let's see. I might just have to switch over. Let me just do default. Hopefully that helps. She's beautiful. Let's see. yes. You, ready to see what she looks like? Try to find a... Copy image. Boop. Let's see. There. Yeah, she's very much, well, she's very much a villain in the comics, but yeah, still. You know how those comic people always just wear spandex all the time? Those little spandex freaks. Well, yeah, I also think I should... Yeah, they still can't hear you. Let's see. In that case, I do think with all the technical difficulties right now, should probably just work on ending the stream. I thought they had been charging. That was the thing. That's why I wasn't worried about it. And then I went to check, and then it was the last 30 minutes. Well, then it was like, oh, like at 1 o'clock or whatever. I was like, oh, it's not turning on. So that's when I went to charge it. But like, I mean, to be fair, lasting for 2 hours on a 30-minute charge isn't that bad. In any case, thank you everyone for having stopped by, and this was a ton of fun. And since you can't hear Mica really, anything you want me to say to them for you? Mica just says bye like a coward. But yes, everybody take care, and thank you for stopping by. And see you next time.